Hi, Dad. How are you today?
Oh, Jordana, I'm terrific. We enjoyed a wonderful cruise down the Danube last night
Oh, yeah.
on our Hallmark movie of the evening. And we've enjoyed the graduation time. Everybody seems to be graduating from high school, from junior high school. And I want to have a special shout out to my dear friend Noah, who is graduating from high school. And I know for his family, it's a wonderful, wonderful occasion. And also to all our graduates and all their families.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Congratulations, Noah. And also, we have another celebration. This past week, we've had you who have celebrated your 21st birthday over again.
Yes, it's a wonderful experience. And we had a wonderful birthday.
Yeah.
And we had all the family together. And everybody had a wonderful time. And so we look forward to next year.
Yeah, 21 over and over and over again,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes.
Can't beat that, to be able to drink and have a good time.
Okay, and what did you think about last night's Hallmark?
So last night we are starting, it looks like it's another trilogy that they're doing.
Yes.
There's going to be 3 in this series of Love on the
Danube River.
That's a hard one to pronounce.
Yes.
It sounds like the bees
the
kind
blue
of
the blue Danube.
The blue Danube.
Right.
And this river, right, goes from several countries throughout Europe.
Well, it goes through Germany and Austria and through Slovakia, and then it goes through Budapest.
Yeah, which we got to
Yes,
see
yes.
on this wonderful Hallmark. This
Yes.
one was called, the first one in the series was called Love Song. And
Yes.
I didn't know really what to expect from the title of it, but when watching it, we found out that the mother of our leading lady was a Broadway actress,
Yes.
a songbird of sort, who was brought onto this cruise, this
Yes.
riverboat, to perform. And
Yes.
so that was kind of exciting. I really enjoyed this one.
Well, everybody in the movie were from Fairfield County, Connecticut, and that's Stanford and Westport and New Canaan and Fairfield, the city, and that's a Connecticut suburb of New York City. And they had something in common. They met on the boat, and they were all from the same neighborhood.
Right. So they automatically kind of clicked. And
Gelled, yes, huh?
And they didn't really know each other before, but kind of just met when someone was looking for a cell signal, which I thought was cute.
Well, what was interesting is that per Hallmark, it's a love story, and they took this love story to a river cruise. And we've seen the commercials on our television channels for the Viking cruise, and it always shows Budapest, and it shows the Parliament building, and you always wonder what's going on the cruise that's so exciting, and we saw part of it last night.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was extraordinary. We had almost, and they actually referred to it in this movie, a Parent Trap situation.
Yes.
And then a reverse Parent Trap situation on this boat.
Well, it's a Hallmark, and the 2 young adults were trying to get their widowed mother and widowed father on to a boat to sort of enjoy the cruise and maybe to meet someone.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's a love story. And what happened was that the 2 protagonists, the young woman who was bringing her mother and the young man who was bringing his father, they fell in love. Interesting story.
I really liked it because we also saw not only the love story, how that happened, and our main characters who, not only our main characters in this movie were phenomenal, but the other cast, the supporting cast,
Yes.
were also very good. So we had Nazine Contractor, who played Sarah, who I thought was great. She's been in other Hallmark movies. She
Yes,
was in The Christmas Ring, The Perfect Pairing. We've seen her before.
She's had a long, wonderful portfolio of movie and
Adorable
screen presentations.
She played a great part in this, and she was paired in this with Wes Brown, who played Jack.
Yes.
And he's so handsome. He's in so many Hallmark movies.
He was terrific. Yes.
I loved seeing them paired up in this. We haven't seen them together, and I thought they looked like a great couple.
A wonderful couple.
Yeah,
absolutely.
a great coupling, and so believable. And then their parents were on this, and they were played by Pamela Sinha, who played Julia, the mother of Nazim Contractor, and I thought she was phenomenal. And I think that was her singing in it too.
She's a professional singer.
Yeah, phenomenal in it. And then David Samaritan, I believe, is that how you pronounce it?
That's correct, yes.
And he played Andre, the father of Wes Brown.
Well, the cast was wonderful.
Yeah.
And it kept you very interested to what was happening between the mother and daughter and the father and the mother. And it also showed you what goes on the river cruises.
Yeah, but I love the storylines because we got the character Jack, who was played by Wes Brown, brought his father because he had a closer relationship with his mother, and he felt that he was losing contact with his father, so he brought his father on the cruise ship and to rebuild the relationship. So I loved how we got to see that relationship build.
Well,
and
that was a wonderful love story. You wonder how many hookups that Hallmark can present, but this was sort of exciting, and it took us to Europe, and it took us to a place that most of us have never been.
And we got to see the sights.
Yes.
So we got to see there was that the bridge that they were standing
The
on.
chain bridge in Budapest, yes.
And we got to see the museums there with where the band, where he did where the music is in Vienna.
Oh yes, the sights were great.
Yeah.
And if you've never been, maybe you can plan a trip.
Yeah, you and Mom have been.
I've
I have
been there,
never
yes.
been. So you guys were like, we've been there, we saw this, and I had never seen it. It was amazing.
But I've never been on a river cruise.
Yeah, well, we talked about
Yes.
that.
So now I don't have to go because I was already on one last night.
Well,
Yes.
it was fun. It
Yes.
was a definitely must see. If you haven't seen it, stream it. Definitely believe
Yes.
everybody should
And
see
what's
this.
on next week?
So next week we're going on our second Love on the Danube.
Danube.
I can never
Yeah.
get that right.
Okay.
Movie, and this one's called The Royal Getaway. Now this one is, I believe, we have someone of royalty who does not want to be exposed as royalty on
Yes.
this, so he is trying to be undercover. I believe, from what I've seen from the preview, I didn't see anything else, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm gathering.
Yes. Go ahead and
So it should be good. You
We'll see-
usually
we'll-
don't
yes.
like the royal movies, but since it's on the riverboat and on the Danube, and we're going to be seeing other sites, hopefully you'll like this
well, we'll
one.
see much of Europe, and it should be a very interesting time. This is a very wonderful time of the year. Also, it's spring, although it's a little chilly here, and it's the beginning of the women's NBA with Caitlin Clark and with Paige Buchers. Caitlin had a wonderful, wonderful game yesterday. She's such a wonderful player, and the NBA is hoping that Paige Buchers from the University of Connecticut, UConn, will perform as well. Maybe they'll sell more shoes.
Did she just recently play when we chose UConn to win?
Yes.
Wow.
She was the reason that we chose UConn to win. But we'll see. She plays for Dallas, and Caitlin plays for Indianapolis. So, and the tickets go for $1,000 each. So we'll get to watch a lot of television since I can't afford $1,000 ticket at a ball game.
Unless we get sponsored.
Yes, right. Or if they send us a ticket.
Right. If this guy, we're open to tickets to go watch the games.
Yes. And I also want to give our condolences to the people who've suffered from these terrible tornadoes that's torn through Kansas and Missouri and Kentucky. Poor folks have been beaten up terribly, and the city of St. Louis was absolutely obliterated Saturday by a huge tornado that tore right through the center of town, right near their zoo and near the university and near the arch.
Yeah.
So we wish all of you a better time, a better summer, and we're looking forward to next week.
Yeah.
It should be exciting. We're back on the Danube,
We are.
or as you say, Danube.
We.
But Jordana, say good night to our folks and friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hope wishing you guys a great week. Stay
Yes.
safe, and hopefully the weather is Mother Nature is kinder this week to everybody.
Oh, absolutely. But take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones.
Have a good week,
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.